Good morning and welcome to Kigali in the morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
It's 7:30 a.m. Kigali time. Jackie Lumbasi is behind the microphone.
So earlier on, I told you that the devil really tried me this morning.
Rocking the airwaves through her show, Kigali in the morning. A show whose mission is to wake up Kigali dwellers.
And that is how I ended up coming to work, not on an empty stomach. Yep.
Lumbasi, who was born in Kitale in Kenya, is very much known for her deep, strong and husky voice. The gifted Kenyan broadcaster has been rocking the Rwandan airwaves since 2018 when she moved here from Uganda to work with Royal FM, which has a coverage of about 75% in Rwanda.
We've got a few English shows on radio, but I would proudly say that mine is the biggest. I have a co-host called Chris Vick. We host it on Monday to Friday, 6 up to 10 a.m. with our biggest target being a lot of the expat community that resides here. But also, since English was taken on as a language.
Lumbasi had worked at Capital FM in Kampala for 5 years. She thought coming to Kigali was going to be a fresh start, but to her surprise, the Rwandan audience welcomed her with outpouring love.
I sort of tend to attract guys who are looking for that person who does not know them well and they want to pour their heart out. So besides just being on radio and laughing and talking to them, some of them have looked for me. And this has happened for many, many years. They've looked for me when they have challenges in their relationships, when a parent is struggling with a child or vice versa, when a husband is fighting with the wife and they're not understanding them. The wife is almost leaving and she's just looking for one more person to confirm if that's what she should do. So I've found myself in that space where besides me being listened to, I also provide the listening ear. Welcome on board. The hashtag is Kigali in the morning.
Royal FM is owned by Kenyan businessman Dr. Simon Gisharu, who also owns the famous Mount Kenya University that is headquartered in Kenya but has branches in East Africa, including Rwanda. The station has the biggest English breakfast show in Rwanda.
Over the years, we've seen people appreciate the product that we have, and as a result, we've introduced even more English programs, and we're currently working on some that are not yet on air. The problem is not that the gas got finished, but surely, what time of the month?
It's not just the husky golden voice that makes Lumbasi stand out at Royal FM. She doubles up as the station manager.
I sort of oversee the day-to-day running of the station. Besides working with the people here and managing this place, I also go to the outside and interact with the clients.
And as we continue with our conversation, I learned that Lumbasi's journey has not been an easy one. She was brought up in a humble family and struggled through her education after her father lost his job with the Kenya Power and Lighting Company. The Musoli Girls alumna operated a salon at some point.
I was plaiting people's hair, I was baking cake, I learned how to bake cake, I learned just how to do things. And that small enterprise in the village at the time kept us going. We survived that way. People would bake, make me a cake. It was a struggle, not the best cake, yes, but at that time, yes.
Lumbasi's luck came knocking when she got an opportunity in the year 2002 to undertake a diploma course in mass communication at the United Media Consultants and Trainers. She raised the fees through fundraising, combined with the savings she had made from odd jobs.
One day when I had gone to pick my letter for internship to now take it to the state broadcaster, UBC, for internship, I bumped into a gentleman who said, I have this thing of saying hello to people. I am quite loud. So I walk into a place, I say hi to this guy, and he instantly gets struck, thinks, you, look at your personality, la 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 la, have you ever thought of working on radio? I said, yes, in fact, I studied here. And he said, oh, wonderful, I know a radio station that is looking for a news anchor. Is that something you would be interested in? I said, yes.
The station that was searching for the talent is Power FM, which without much hesitation picked Lumbasi, and that is where she got the wings to fly into broadcasting.
The breakfast show was the biggest breakfast show until today. It's produced some of the biggest people I've worked with. Alan Kasuja, who's now at the BBC, worked with Marcus. I worked with with different sets of people. For 10 years, men would come in and go. Gaetano, Alan, Marcus, Olanya, Ramesh, they were all my colleagues in Kampala. They all came in, went. I remained there for 10 years.
Lumbasi, who also holds a bachelor's degree in journalism from Namasagali University in Uganda, got her current job at Royal FM through a referral.
I'm the kind of person that goes into a place and pitches camp. I don't move. I get there and stay.
One impressive thing Lumbasi says she has learned from the people of Rwanda is that they are patriotic.
The experience I had in Uganda and what I've seen in Kenya is that we're very quick to demonize our leaders, very quick to paint our nations in bad light. So I remember yesterday I was saying on air that it's not like Rwanda is heaven. No, it's not a perfect place. It's a country that also has its flaws. But, you know, if you've read the book, The Secret, it's what you have is what you attract. So the people here have this love for their nation that they will fight for the nation. For me, that is the greatest lesson that I have learned. Because a lot of young people will showcase the bad side, thinking they are harming the government all the time. But it's a disservice to them, their children, and their children's children without them knowing.
And Lumbasi goes further to point out the don'ts when you visit Kigali.
Don't litter. Do not litter. Do not offer anybody a bribe. That will land you in a lot of trouble.
Lumbasi hopes to venture into her own business in the public relations field in future and give more time to her mentorship programs. Her parting shot is,
nothing comes easy. That's what I would say. Like, I look at myself and there's nothing that has ever been handed to me on a silver platter. And one thing I would love just the young people to know is that they've got to put themselves out there, make themselves worthy, because somebody will see them. An opportunity will, find them, or they will find it. But they've got to work hard.
Jackie took a leap of faith and chose Rwanda as a land of opportunities. Since then, she has never looked back and never regretted that decision.